In a mad world, there are only mad solutions. And so I was experiencing political censorship, suppression of free speech in a so-called free society. When I was trying to search for Hillary's health or message WikiLeaks or whatever, WikiLeaks was actively getting deleted. Hillary's health was actively not trending. I wasn't getting any notifications. I went from getting hundreds to none. So, thousands to none. So it was like Facebook stopping me being able to post my videos. Suppression of free speech, unreasonable political censorship. As Alex Jones has warned, the globalists are now moving to implement a totalitarian society, and they're just suppressing free speech openly. They're just letting Hillary get away with scandal after scandal after scandal, like Obama got away with scandal after scandal. The media is coming out and saying Trump did this, Trump did that. It's a mess. We know it's propaganda. We know it's not true. What do we do about it? Can we suppress free speech? Can we suppress the media? Is there going to be some kind of coup if Hillary gets in? Because the military have her listed as a threat. And people who used to work for the crime family, the Clintons, always seem to end up dead, don't they? So I don't really... we can agree. Left and right. Regressive left, regressive right. Alt-right, alt-left, we can agree that censorship is wrong, that we should have the right to free speech. We can be offended by what we say, but that's all right. And if we're offended, that's fine. If we say something offensive, that's fine. But as long as we get to say it. Hillary has set out a very dangerous precedent, and that is that she is bigger than the law. And the law isn't for people like her, or George Soros, or Henry Kissinger, or David Rockefeller, or Mark Zuckerberg, or David Petraeus, or Bill Clinton, or George Bush, or Barack Obama. The law doesn't apply to those people. And the Rothschilds. And they've set that precedent. So it's a dangerous precedent and a dangerous president. And Trump, well, he's a free market capitalist. So if you're a communist, he's anathema to your ideology. But generally, we have not had actual capitalism. We've had crony capitalism, and we've had social engineering and all the rest of it. We've been lied to. We've been lied to what these social engineering, what these social media apps are for. They're for us establishing our network so they can use it against us. They used my followers against me. They stopped me. And it's funny, the attitude of most people is, well, you must have done something wrong. Well, what did you say? Well, what did you do? I know my limit. I've spent all my life knowing my limit. I've been going to chat rooms and I know they're moderated, and I talk to moderators and I'm usually fine. I don't have a problem with a certain amount of censorship to restrict, people from being violent and hateful. Not just hate speech or anything like that, but actually physically threatening to rape and kill and burn someone. That obviously shouldn't be allowed. I believe in free speech, but there always has to be a sort of cut-off point. And if you're going to have a society where there's loads of jihadis in it, then obviously they can't be free to just preach Allah Akbar when people are dying with it. But that's different. That's different to saying about Hillary's health, which is in the public domain, just because the media wants to keep it quiet. And they've openly said now that they're just a propaganda arm. Mika Brzezinski, Zbigniew Brzezinski's daughter. And then you've got Anderson Cooper, who works for the CIA. All these people, Glenn Beck, who met Zuckerberg, these people are all shills. That's all they are, shills. And you look at just the people that go on these entertainment shows, they're kind of like the equivalent of court jesters. And if they didn't, entertain their master and entertain the masses, then they would be sacked or shot in the back with all their children shot in their head. And it would be called suicide and murder, just like what happened with the creator of that film that was going to expose martial law in America and FEMA taking over. And they were all dead, and they said it was suicide, and everyone who knew those people said no, they wouldn't have done that. This guy wasn't suicidal, and he loved his children. He was not going to do that. It's disgracing them. It's ruining their name. Killing the project as well, because everyone's scared to do it, just like everyone's scared to talk about the Clintons or work for the Clintons anymore, because, well, people connected to them always seem to end up dead. In my opinion.